welcome to my first ever YouTube video. This is Dexter. He's gonna be with us today, just don't mind him. So doing a YouTube channel is something I've thought about doing for a while, and I just decided to kind of do it. So I thought, what better way to have a first video than to do a little Q&A. So I did a poll on my Instagram and asked you guys to send me some questions. So I will be answering those today. So first question is, how did you become confident in yourself? This is kind of like a two-parter sort of answer. So I think I've always kind of been relatively confident in my personality and myself. Being confident in my body, I just had to do a lot of personal development and work on that, and just sort of, I work really hardly on not caring so much about the opinions of strangers on the internet, but sort of like a practical how-to way is, I would say, is I try to write down like daily gratitudes in the morning. So I write down 3 things I'm grateful for, and I write down positive affirmations, and then I go through and list out things that I love about myself and just really try to focus on those rather than even looking on the negatives. If you want sort of like a way to implement that into your life, I like to sort of, I have this little jar with little like pieces of paper on it filled with little things that I love about myself on those papers. So when I get into a shit mindset or a shit mood, I just read those, and it puts me in a much better mood about myself. Question, how did you meet your partner, Lewis? So Lewis and I met about a year ago. He sent me a message on Facebook, actually. So he owns some of the PLCs, which is a gym that I was a member at in Brisbane, and we just started talking, and guess it worked out because we're here a year later and very much in love, and life is really great with him. Will you ever have kids in the future with Lewis? Absolutely, yes. I've wanted to have kids since since as long as I can remember, I've wanted to have kids. So that's definitely on the cards for a few years from now. Where am I from? So I was actually born in Toowoomba, Queensland, which is a little town like about an hour and a half away from Brisbane. And then I moved to Brisbane when I was 15, and yeah, I went to school there, and then I moved to the Gold Coast this year when Lewis and I moved in together. Was modeling something you've always wanted to do, or did you just fall into it? So fun fact is, my entire life, I thought I was going to be a singer. I was like, I'm going to be an opera singer. I'm going to travel the world, go to Europe. And I even studied it at uni, and then realized that it was more of a passion rather than a career thing for me. So I kind of was a little bit lost for about a year or so once finishing that course. And a photographer reached out to me, and we did our first shoot, and it turned out amazing. And then just that led to more people seeing me and my brand growing, and then more photographers reaching out to me. So yeah, I definitely just fell into it, but I absolutely love it and can't see myself doing anything else at the moment. What does your work consist of? So for income at the moment, I obviously have started YouTube. I've got a huge personal brand through TikTok. I actually just hit 1 million followers on TikTok, which was very, very exciting. I make it through Instagram, through modeling, and I also do OnlyFans with my partner Lewis, which has been the best thing I've ever done in my life. Completely just allows me to have so much freedom. And then yeah, just will be having more income through investing and like investment properties and things like that. How tall am I? I am 5'7", so I'm actually a lot taller than people think. Yeah, so pretty tall for a girl. How was it having to tell your family and friends that you began an OnlyFans page? This one was really easy actually, because I had already been doing, topless nude modeling, and they were pretty okay with that. And my family and I have a very close relationship, especially my mum and I. It's a very female, dominated family. And it's just not very judgmental. Like, we're very open about everything. I can talk to my mum about anything, sex, drugs, anything really I can talk to her about. So I was just very open and honest with them, and they're like, as long as you're doing what you want to do and you're happy, then they're supportive of it. And what's your favorite color and why? So yellow is actually my favorite color, and that was because, I don't know, my auntie had a little yellow bubble car when I was little, and I loved it, and it's just such a happy color. How to keep sex interesting. This is something I'm very passionate about, and Lewis and I actually just about to launch a relationship program where I really go in depth with this. But sex is supposed to be fun, so make sure you're doing it with someone that you really trust. make sure you know your own body. So know what you like, know what you don't like, and just be open to trying new things. If you don't like it, you never have to do it again. But just like have that open mind about it. And yeah, just have a really open and comfortable, safe place together where you feel like you can be completely honest and share your deepest fantasies or desires. And just remember that there is no such thing as anything weird when it comes to sex. As long as it's safe and consensual, do whatever you want and have fun. What does your workout consist of, as in gym training? So right now I'm currently training at PLC, but I'm about to join a proper CrossFit gym because I am getting a lot stronger with my lifting, and I just want to kind of push myself more because I'm quite competitive. I also do PT twice a week. So I do PT currently with my coach in Brisbane, Angelo, who is fantastic, and I'm about to start PT with another one. So I'll have 2 PTs a week. And then I will be doing 3 CrossFit sessions a week, and then also some more weightlifting. But yeah, I really like sort of like Olympic lifts, CrossFit style training. I'm very competitive, and I just think it's really fun to see how far I can push my body. Favorite movies. So this one's kind of hard, and I've picked a top 5. So number 1 is the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and yes, I am grouping this into one because all 3 of them are fantastic, and I even have the White Tree of Gondor tattooed on my wrist. I just think they're the best freaking movies ever. Obsessed, love the books, love everything about them. Number 2, again, grouping it all together, but anything Marvel. I love superhero movies and love action. Number 3 is this really great movie that not many people know about called Water for Elephants. It's got Robert Pattinson and Reese Witherspoon, and it's just such a beautiful story. 4 is The Pianist. This is based on a true story that happened in World War II. And number 5 is the Harry Potter series because, I mean, who doesn't love Harry Potter? Who are some of your role models? This is a great question. So I would say my mum is my biggest role model. I just think she is the most incredible person, and she has achieved so much. She actually had me when she was 18, and for what she has achieved since then, it's just such an inspiration to me, and she's everything that I want to be. Number 2 is Lady Gaga because she's just got such an amazing story, so good with people, a fantastic musician. 3 is Angelina Jolie because she is my ultimate girl crush, but also because she's such a great person and gives back so much to society. And 4, Tony Robbins. If you guys haven't looked into him, I 100% recommend it. I'm actually at an Airbnb this week doing one of his events. It's now virtual, obviously, because of COVID. But yeah, lots of really great for personal development and mindset. And number 5 is Tia Toomey, who is the current 3 times world CrossFit champion. And she's just a fucking machine. Goals for the rest of the year. So my biggest goal, obviously, is just to be happy, to be really content with what I'm doing and living my life to my values. But in terms of other goals, make a lot more money and be really smart about where I'm investing that money. I want to do more personal development, so I'm recently just started getting into meditation, and that's something I want to kind of go towards more, like sort of more spiritual, energy based. Definitely travel as soon as I can, as soon as everything opens up, and then yeah, just hanging out with people who really inspire me and make me live the life that I want to live. This is a really good question. What other job would you choose if you weren't doing music or OnlyFans or modeling? So I actually would have loved to have been a midwife. I just think that would be such an incredible experience to bring life into the world. And I love children and love babies, and I'm really good with them. So that was probably what I would have done if I didn't do this. I think I've just chosen one more question here. What is the most challenging thing you've overcome? So I had a lot of issues with my dad growing up. He was in and out of jail and not really present in my life. So I used to say that I had a lot of daddy issues. So that was something that I had to work really hard to sort of overcome, that need for male attention, which I've really worked on. I'm really happy in my relationships, and I don't currently speak to my dad anymore, and I'm very content with my family. But yeah, that was really hard growing up. Having it be so unstable, but I was really lucky. I had an incredibly supportive family who helped me through it. But yeah, that was a little deep one to end the video with, but I wanted to be as honest as possible with you guys because I believe that showing vulnerability makes people way more likable. But yeah, so that's kind of like a little bit of a get to know me, but I really hope you guys enjoyed that. This channel, it's kind of like my baby at the moment, but honestly, there's going to be everything on here. There's going to be, you know, modeling, behind the scenes vlogs, what I eat in a day, workout videos, what I do, try on hauls of different like bikinis or workout clothes I get sent, music videos, like lots of singing and covers on that. Just pretty much showing you guys the aspects of my life that I would love to share and things that I'm really passionate about. Yeah. But I really hope you guys enjoyed my first video, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.